It's week 2 of the National Football League. And we've got the Dolphins, towering wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Dolphins and the Saints, and it's all up next.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we got a great one this week, partner. One of the only games league-wide featuring 2 teams who both won their openers.
Yeah, it's been mission accomplished so far, each off to the start that they envisioned as the season began. And while it's only week 2, whoever can come out of this one with a win and jump to 2-0 has everybody in their division.
One team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. Here's a return from the 7. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And after losing a hold of that one, he's still shaken up on the play. So we'll see team personnel out there to tend to him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Williams starting with a pass here. Pass complete to Dulcich. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. First down throw by Williams. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Straight ahead with Taylor. Jukes one defender. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at a 4th down. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Mariota. Throw complete to Warren. 16 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Williams to throw on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Williams to throw. Diggs there to bring it in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Williams from the gun. Buying some time left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he has a massive gain in style, sliding in safely after a tremendous pickup. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Williams will look to throw. Brought in by Juju. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Taylor now up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. An 8-yard gain on the ground, and that's going to bring up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They're going Taylor. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. They'll run here on 1st down. And they had that one contained right at the line. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. And he gets it forward and still about a yard out of that. Sent down by Cody Barton. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9. Throwing from near his own goal line. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Back to throw, Mariota. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he makes the Hutch go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Hauled in left side. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing is Mariota. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and step to run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 34. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throwing off the play fake here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's Mariota now. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Tackle back at the 30-yard line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Williams. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our 1st half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, Williams. He beams one deep right, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
First down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Sermon takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled, seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros. And part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. First down, Williams. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. Oh, the football's loose. And the Dolphins got it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Dolphins returning their offense and this running back to the field. 1st and 10 from the 41. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, he puts a big gain downfield. And in for the Miami touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Saints have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Hits him on the out route. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Oh, he breaks another tackle. Oh, lost the football. And the Dolphins got it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Mariota. He's going to push one deep down the right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
That's it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Mariota to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right. This is caught inside the 15. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins grow their lead off the turnover. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd and 8. Pass taken in by Diggs. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Williams. Dump off, caught by his back. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And the Dolphins got it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
I'll tell you, Kate, by now, I think it's as much between the ears problem as it is anything technical ball security problem. After 3 fumbles in a game, he's got to get his head on right there on the sidelines before they will ever trust him to hang on the ball again.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Another carry for him. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. After a 3-yard gain, they're left with 4th and 10. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Dolphins likely looking at a punt. 4th down punt upcoming, and here's Presley Harvin to put his leg into it. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Saints and this running back headed back out for a new series. 45 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will get set to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. On target to his man Taylor. Escapes a defender. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. Williams from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. Into the hands of Tucker. Complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Big man's showing up the yards. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 1-score game before halftime. Elliott on now to attempt a point Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're set up at the 35 now. Now Mariota. Taking a deep shot here. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it sets up second down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He's back to throw. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Live ball here. He's going to return it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That brings us to the break. The visiting Dolphins holding an early advantage. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it is the Jets who are in command at halftime. J.J. McCarthy with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Vikes trying to hold on and claim victory. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. On now is Cook to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. give running right. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the 32. He puts some power on it, deep one left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that takes them to third down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That's why these coaches get paid, Kate, when they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look at defense than the one we saw in the first half. And you got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here.
Oh, brother, it's another. Oh, now a lateral, and it's loose. And the Saints grab it. And the Saints get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on foot actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. The Saints back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And while we watch these replays from the booth partner, he's probably remembering these plays from the coach's doghouse, you think? Yeah, coughed up the football multiple times, turned it over. We'll see if they continue giving it to him or if they call it a game for him at this point. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Putting a receiver in motion. This drive begins with a jet sweep. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Williams will look to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And he takes this one back for the pick six. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Saints offense. And this is going to be far from the only time these replays will be on the screen over the next week, Brock, but they're not going to enjoy watching them. Have not taken care of the football, and this looks a whole lot like teaching tape for this defense.
Kate, think of all the great defenses over the last 50, 60 years. The 85 Bears, I think of the Seahawks and the Legion of Boom. 39 takeaways in their Super Bowl title winning year. Elite defenses have games just like this one where they take the ball away over and over and over and over again.
They motion Tucker over left. A run here with Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On the ground, this is... Oh, he loses the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Williams set to pass. Search. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And they'll have to swallow a loss on the play as he's touched down behind the line.
It takes a coordinated effort by everybody offensively. O-line, tight ends, and of course those backs. Somewhere, somebody, well, they missed by just enough for the defense to break through and blow that play up.
Has him on the quick hitter. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's Mariota now. Throw complete to Warren. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That one gains 7. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Back now, pressure on its way. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Into the secondary past the 40. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 3-possession game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Saints come marching onto the field. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Ball at the 33 for first down. Working from the gun, Williams. This one taken in by Kraft. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and 13. This one finds Taylor. Stiff up, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. This offense running out for a new series led by their running back. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Back to throw, Mariota. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Mariota. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll be first down, Miami. From the red zone now. He's got a man left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Throwing off the play fake here. He brings it in. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. This one not out of reach. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll try and punch it in. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Running for it again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins make it a 3-score game in the 4th. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First down throw by Williams. That's complete to Juju. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Diggs there to bring it in. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Brought in by Juju. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Williams from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Williams to throw on first. Able to find Smith-Schuster here. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Putting the tight end in motion. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Now here's Williams. That's caught. He found some space. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Saints get it back to a 14-point game. On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at it, just put his little hand right out there and just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They go play action here. Buys time, rolling right. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt reaches 50 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. This offense making its way back out now. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Caught by Diggs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Dolphins got it. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Dolphins have likely locked up the win right there. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 1st down, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Working quickly here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
3rd down, here's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working from the gun, Williams. Caught by the open man. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Saints get it back to a 14-point game. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. Oh, the Saints are looking confident that they have it, and they do! From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This one taken in by Kraft. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints, 14 points back. All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To throw. He just throws this one away.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within one score in the fourth. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fullback coming up.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throw left side, complete. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10. That's complete right side. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0.